Hey there, I'm coming in from this side this time. I just wanted to. I'm recording this actually after I recorded the thing you're about to see, as completely forgot to mention this, but this is our 600th episode. And not only that, I've done 600 episodes, not counting the zero episode at the very beginning. Um, but this is also the 500th episode of something new on Disney Plus for me. I keep meticulous records of everything I watch and how long I've watched it and how much I've recorded and everything else, and whether I've seen something or not before. So out of the 600 things that we've watched over the past year and a half, almost 2 years, uh, I haven't seen 500 of those items before. So 5/6 of everything that I've just watched since Disney Plus began is new to me. So this is for me. This is a great bit of discovery. I mean, Soy Luna here. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Even though I technically already recorded that, but hey, 600 isn't bad. I never thought I'd make it this long, and probably you probably didn't either. But it's 500 new things to me. 100 things I've seen before. Marvel movies and Star Wars and things like that. But man, that's kind of accomplishment, and still have 600 more things to go, at least. Almost 700, and they're going to keep adding more. And they'll keep taking stuff away. Big isn't on here anymore for some reason. Oh well. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. So watch for me to come in on this side real soon. But hey, happy 600 to me. That's what we all should be singing right here. Look at all this stuff. All this stuff. PJ Masks. All right. Loki. All right, okay. I'm dragging this out, but yay, 600 episodes. I'll see you in 100 more. Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Soy Luna, Hola, as they would say, in Cancun, where this story starts. This is a series, by the way. It's from 2016 to 2018, 3 seasons. Yeah, each of these episodes are about almost an hour long. They're like 50 to 60 minutes. It's it's quite an episode. I mean, I don't know how they work. Where this originally aired. Okay, this movie series. The series takes place both in Cancun and Buenos Aires, so in Argentina. Oh, maybe it's a South American series. I don't know. It's fully in Spanish, and so yeah, get those subtitles on if you don't know Spanish. I definitely needed those. I mean, I can understand certain things. I live in Los Angeles, so there's a certain amount that you pick up, but it's not like I'm adept. I can look away for a few seconds and still know from the tone of voice where the story's going between certain characters. So, but yeah, definitely need the subtitles for me. So, yeah, but if you already know Spanish, this might be the thing for you if you're into teenage telenovelas. So that's exactly what this is. It's You've seen telenovelas, basically the soap operas, Mexican soap operas, Spanish soap operas, and this one's definitely more pointed towards the Disney crowd, the teenage crowd or the preteen crowd. It follows the story of Luna, Soy Luna, I'm Luna, this girl named Luna who lives on wheels. She doesn't have a mobile home. No, she actually lives in a mansion, but it's because her parents work there. And, well, she works at a fast food place as a delivery girl where she is on roller skates to deliver things. Yeah. So and even when she dreams, she's on roller skates. When she just goes from one place to another, she's on roller skates. And it's brought up to her a number of times that she lives on roller skates practically. And I'm pretty sure I had no idea that there was such a big obsession with roller skates anywhere in modern days, and old school 4x4 type wheels, not these inline skate things. We're talking about classic roller skates. Everybody is into roller skates, and okay, 90% of this episode takes place in Cancun, Mexico, and no matter where the kids are doing it, they're just dancing on roller skates and doing flips, and they're just having a great time, and nobody, like skateboarders in America, if they, whenever they get anywhere, there's always old people shaking their fists at them. Get off my lawn. Get off the sidewalk. And it's a much more punk. I don't know if I want to say it. It's much more, let's say, antisocial type of thing. There's not people in bright colors and in helmets and just smiling all the time while they skateboard. Here, though, that is the case. Everybody's just high-fiving and dancing and loving and skating and flipping and spinning around and dancing. It's just life is good in Cancun on roller skates. And Luna is very much a part of that thing. Even people she comes in conflict with, or let's say runs into while on wheels, including a supposedly cute boy. Well, he thinks he's cute. I just don't see it. But sorry, dude. Sorry, Matteo. But his name is Ruggiero Pasquarelli. Okay, sure. By the way, Luna is played by Sevilla. Carol Sevilla. So she's cute as a button. She's like actually a kid. She's not like a college student age person playing a teen. She looks 12 in this first episode. I only watched one episode, by the way, because this show isn't for me. It's not like I didn't get the point of the show after watching 52 minutes or 58 minutes of this show. It's, there are some Disney movies that are shorter than an episode of this show. It's crazy. So anyway, she's always in trouble with her boss. She calls the general. She has a best friend named Simon. I can't believe I'm remembering all these names. Holy cow. And it's all in Spanish too, so I'm remembering the names somehow. Anyway, she is this lovely, sweet girl who just constantly gets in trouble. She oversleeps and skates to work, and then she's skating at work, and then she skates back to her home because a rich woman and her goddaughter have shown up to buy the property. And the goddaughter, despite what her godmother thinks, like, they show up, they're super rich, they're like, make me dinner, how about lobster? And Luna's mom makes a lobster, and she loves it so much, she says, we're gonna hire Luna's mom, her and her dad, and we're gonna take them to Buenos Aires with us. Okay. They want to pull up their entire lives and send them to Buenos Aires. First, it's a deal. They're willing to offer them anything, like quadrupling their salaries. The woman's rich, but they want to stay in Cancun for their daughter. She has friends there. She has a life there. And it all is a matter of taking sort of drastic actions into convincing Luna that she wants to go to Buenos Aires, where she can go to the best school with the rich woman's goddaughter, who's named Amber. Oh my gosh, I remember the name. Amber is just your standard teenager who looks like she's graduated college already. Not that she looks old or anything. She's so much more mature looking than Luna, and she makes a point of that. She's a snobby B word. I don't know if I want to say that on here, but she's unpleasant. And when she doesn't like the lobster, unlike her godmother, she orders in food. And, of course, Luna delivers it. And she gets in a little scuffle with the girl, with Amber, and they don't get off on the right foot. And even though Amber's boyfriend seems to think a lot of of Luna. At least he flirts with her constantly because he's a jerk. He's kind of a slimy dude. So I basically told you the entire first episode, but it's the kind of thing you got to see for yourself anyway. So even if you were probably not going to watch this if it wasn't something you grew up with or was already aware of, you're probably not going to watch this because, by the way, even though this is 3 seasons, there are 220 episodes. There's 80 episodes per season for at least two of them. 80, 160, and then no, they're all, yeah. It's 220 episodes. It's a lot of TV, and they're all, like I said, almost an hour each, on average. How do they produce this so much? I mean, yes, it's a soap opera, so the production values aren't exactly movie level, but it's actually, they had decent production values. The acting isn't stellar, but it's good. It's not over, hammy and overly done like you see in some telenovelas, or Korean soap operas, or even just American soap operas. I grew up with General Hospital. My mom watched it, and I know who the cornermains are, so I understand soap operas and how good and bad they can be at the same time. They had lasers that froze a city in General Hospital. Just saying. Yeah, and they killed like a bunch of people in one episode. I remember that. That's like a million years ago. If you've seen General Hospital, you know what I'm talking about. In the 80s. Anyway, Soy Luna, it's sweet. It's got every single little trope and cliche that you can imagine baked in. She's created a rival who's prettier and more worldly wise, and just treats her like garbage while being friendly at the same time. Now they have to go to the same school together. Okay, I ruined this. Of course, if you have the offer to go to Buenos Aires, even if you don't want to go, and the show is about that, odds are you're going to end up in Buenos Aires. So she's going to end up at the same school as the girl who treats her like crap, and she has to leave her friends behind. Her best friend Simon, who's a dude who's obviously in love with her, but will roller skating bring her back to him? There's nothing like smoochy or romantic between them, but you can tell by the way they say "I love you" openly, and that she doesn't realize that he probably means it more than she does, or that she doesn't realize how much she loves him. So yes, it's all the tropes. It's all about family, of course. While Luna has a mom and dad, weird for a Disney thing, she is adopted. So we don't know her true identity. I wonder what that might be. I wonder how that's all going to work out. There's so many weird family, like a godmother, goddaughter situation. The brother-in-law owns the property, or owned the property, built the mansion, and then there's adoption. There's all these things, and then even like in the credits sequence at the end where they show previews for the next episode or upcoming episodes, there was so much. I can't imagine they would have crammed it into one episode. It had to be like a preview of things to come in the season, but I'm probably wrong. It all probably fit in one episode. And there's so many like teasing revelations about something. So yeah, it's half the fun is almost watching the teasing credits for the next episode, because it's so freaking over the top. Oh, one of the other tropes I have to mention, that there's snobby girls. There's two girls who are doing like a video podcast kind of thing. Like they're interviewing Amber, the hot rich girl, and like everybody is kind of connected. They know each other. They go to the same school, even though they were in Cancun for a bit, and then they all end up in Buenos Aires. I guess everybody's rich except for Luna. She works at a fast food joint on roller skates, so nobody's rich that does that. But anyway, there's a girl in the cafe slash like hangout spot. It's like one of the basic go back to kind of locations that all the characters come and go through. So it's a cafe with a concert stage, which is actually in front of a roller skating rink that we never really see. Anyway, but that's in Cancun. So I don't know how. We're still following some characters back in Cancun, because I can't imagine they're all going to come to Buenos Aires for whatever reason. So, like, there's one girl named Nina. She's picked on because she's a nerd. And how do you know she's a nerd? Come on, say it. Glasses. And 2, she reads. So, she's got to be a nerd. But you know that she is absolutely, just looking at her, she's the prettiest girl in the room. just beyond belief the prettiest girl in the room. And there is a moment in this series, in these 220 freaking episodes, you know at least once she's going to pull off those glasses, shake her hair out, and she's going to blow everybody away. But, yeah, it's going to happen at some point. She's going to be picked on so much that at some school roller skate dance, she's just going to let it all hang out, and she's going to just be the hottest girl on the planet for 5 minutes, and then she has to put the glasses back on, and she'll disappear. I don't understand it either, but girls with glasses are hotter to me, but that's just the way it is. I'm talking about teenagers, but no, it's still the idea is that they make that trope, that like they're picking on her because she's a nerd, and it's all of the things are there, classes and reading and saying smart things. That's how you know she's a nerd, and she's meant to be, picked on, So yeah, there's all the class warfare, the rich and the poor, the nerds and the cool kids, and there's all that stuff is in there, and there's love and romance and everything else. It's going to come out of this, I know it. Luna will probably make a mistake and hang out with Mateo, and there's kissy faces with that probably, much to Amber's chagrin, and yeah, there's all sorts of other crap. And by the way, the cast list on this thing, I looked on IMDb, is humongous. There's tons of beautiful teenagers throughout this. Now, the thing is, we didn't see hardly anybody in the first episode. So I imagine as the series goes on, there's going to be like a zillion people in this cast. It's just going to keep growing. Just the way it is. So, yeah, Soy Luna, sweet kid, sweet show. Not something I'm ever going to watch again. Because I have to literally, I can't put it on the background. I have to watch it because it's subtitled. And unless I learn Spanish real quick, it's not going to be watched again real soon. But if you like this sort of thing, if you grew up in this kind of thing, you know Spanish, or you love watching subtitles for teenage soap operas, well, this is for you. Just not for me. So, and it shouldn't be, because, dude, what part of this should somebody like me be watching a teenage soap opera set in Buenos Aires? No. I think that might be a crime somewhere. Probably in Buenos Aires. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
556.
Okay, 556. Ooh, I like that number range. That might be in the thes. 556. Or it could be in the Star Warses. It's in the thes, that's for sure. This is actually a new edition, I think. Yes, this is fairly new to Disney Plus. I think it just came out last month, and but it's an old film, so it's a very strange selection from what I saw. I don't know anything about it, but somebody's like, this is a weird addition to Disney Plus, but we're gonna watch it anyway, and it is The Happiest Millionaire. Yeah, The Happiest Millionaire is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Ciao.